other than owning the latest and greatest in technology, the main reason for owning a supercar is exclusivity. Welcome to TRANSLOGIC. I'm Bradley Hasemeyer. With price tags comparable to Midwestern mansions, there's only a handful of people who are ever going to own those cars. But what if your car cost $400,000 and there were only 170 ever made for the US? Well, then you'd have more than exclusivity. You'd have a piece of history. You'd have a statement that both valet boys and engineers dream about. You'd have the LFA. Oh, this is quite a piece of work. A lot of supercars are known because of their engines, but this thing is loaded with tech. So let's start on the outside. First off, you've got gills and grills and slits all over this thing. A lot of it has to do with cooling the car. Now up front, you've got a couple grills that you might think, oh, that probably cools the radiator. You're wrong. Those are used just to cool the front brakes. And the radiators, yes, plural, are located in the back. So there's side slits that help circulate air back there. Also underneath the car, they've made it one flat piece. That combined with the fin that comes up in the back creates tremendous downforce for the car, makes it very slippery through the air, and makes it great. Listen to that. So tell me a little bit about the engineering decisions to ensure the luxury that people expect, as well as the performance that you guys are trying to achieve.
Well, first of all, the chief engineer was given full reign of the vehicle. He can do whatever he wants with this project. And he meticulously designed this car from ground up. It took a span of a whole decade, 10 years.
Wow.
He found that building this vehicle out of aluminum is going to be 300 pounds heavier than if it was built out of carbon fiber. And using the heritage of Toyota in the loom business to say, hey, we developed the carbon fiber in-house.
I think a lot of people don't know Toyota was in the loom business.
We're the only company that has a circular loom. It makes a tube of fabric versus sheets. The A-pillar, the tube that goes across the roofline, is actually one tube of carbon fiber.
All right, enough about the exterior. Let's get to this mammoth engine. The engine turns out 552 horsepower, goes from 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, and sounds like you're strangling an angel. Ah! The engine itself is much lighter than somebody would expect too, coming in at the weight of a V6, but performing and being a V10. How did you guys manage to do that?
The size itself is much more compact.
Okay.
And because it is dry sump, we were able to have it sit lower.
And give it that great 48-52 balance, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so speaking of the engine, the note on this engine is just beautiful. And you guys used Yamaha to help create this, right?
Absolutely, thanks to Yamaha. You know, Yamaha has been doing a lot of tuning for us for all of our high-performance vehicles.
Okay.
They worked on the first 2000 GT. They worked, the head on the 2000 GT was created by Yamaha. So we asked their music division, they actually came in and helped us tune the intake and the exhaust. You have a very special surge tank with 2 custom air intake boxes to get that certain air rushing noise. And we also have a tuned exhaust with tri-baffles in the back.
Yeah.
And 3 chambers that actually pipes the engine sound
into the cabin, right?
Yeah.
So Lexus and their wizards have a theme of creating a technology that they love and then finding out that this is creating a problem for the rest of the car. A great example of this is that in creating this brilliant engine, they found that no mechanical tack needle could keep up with how fast this engine actually revs. So what they had to do is, like Casio in the 80s, go digital. Oh, I don't know if you felt that kick in. That was the traction control that helped me drive like a brilliant driver. Oh, sideways. Okay, so how is the LFA going to benefit average Lexus buyers in the future?
The engineering design that went into LFA, that's going to permeate throughout the Lexus line. You could get F-Sport wheels, brakes, suspension components, so you could gain that extra performance if you choose so.
And you can get a car that's completely in that trim, an ISF, for instance, right?
Correct.
Well, how many of these are there in the States right now?
Counting this one?
Yeah.
2.
So, did Lexus build a supercar? Yeah, they did. And they did it their way, from the ground up, developing brand new technology specific to their brand. And certainly, this machine will change perceptions of Lexus. For TRANSLOGIC, I'm Bradley Hasmar. We'll see you next week.